Almost 1 year ago, I uploaded a series of videos going over my roster at 3,000 hours, so viewers and I alike could use it as reference for what an account could look like with that much time poured in. I am here a year later to do that exact thing with an additional 4,000 hours added on. I am now at just over 7,000 hours played, and a lot of things have changed. Please keep in mind, 7,000 hours could look like many different things, depending on if someone focuses more on PvP/GVG, hell rating, life skilling, playing many characters, or only playing one. With all that in mind, let's go ahead and get into the video. Today, I'm going to be talking about my Slayer. Now, my Slayer is one of my newer characters that was introduced to the roster, and she's pretty good, she's pretty strong, but unfortunately, I have not really been enjoying her. There's nothing wrong with the class. It's very strong. Predator especially has good stagger, good weak point, good utility, good damage, good in most scenarios, doesn't have too many issues. But for some reason, it's just not really too fun for me right now. I don't know if that will change in the future, but as of right now, she is on the chopping block to get replaced with Soul Eater, which as of this moment in time will be coming out in 9 or 11 days. Yeah, in 2 weeks. About 2 weeks, Soul Eater will be coming out, and I plan on holding one of those up to hopefully replace my Slayer in the future. But aside from all of that, let's talk about my Slayer, because I still be doing content on her. She still be pumping. So I will talk about her as I have done with the rest of my characters in this 7,000 hour showcase series. Now, to start off, as I usually do, I will go over the roster bound stuff in assumption that you have not watched the previous videos. 291 roster level, deathless for all of the current hell content, Clown, Vault, and Vicus. 70 stronghold, legendary on the compass and the charm. We have KLC 18, LOS 30, and these are the book values for my cards. If you are curious, you can look over that there. Otherwise, we can get into the nitty gritty and talk about the armor. So this is the quality of the armor. Obviously playing Entropy, I play Predator. I was talking to a friend of mine that plays Punisher and testing it out in Trixion, and I just don't think I would like it. I don't think it's my speed. There was nothing that really enticed me about it too much, especially not the 1.0 build, though it would be nice for meter gain. 1.5 would probably be more so my speed, because I like having that utility in rune availability and like purifies and overwhelms if need be. Otherwise, this is my jewelry. Luckily, this character has an 8/8 stone as well. She got pretty lucky, 8/8/0. And she has a pretty decent bracelet as well. 116 swiftness with crit and fervor. 1796 swiftness, which is pretty solid. And these are the engravings. I have 5x3, and I don't have the Predator books. I have a Predator 6 piece. Instead, because I did not want to buy the Predator books because they are too expensive. Even to right now, they are expensive. 8.4k gold. I'm just not doing it. Just not doing it. Especially for a class that is on the chopping block. Maybe if in the future something miraculous happens and I love this class, I'll buy them. But as of right now, not happening. She's 1584. I don't plan on honing her much more. I think 1580 will be a solid spot for alt characters to be. They can participate in a con. They can participate in hard Kyangel. They can do the 1580 chaos dungeons. It's like the next tier up of gear, or of like, dailies and cubes and whatnot. So, and radiant honors are worth a lot right now, so it's an extra source to make gold. She has level 7 gems, but she was an event character when Slayer came out, so I imagine when Soul Eater comes out, I will be able to drop her down to 5s. But we'll wait and see. That is like if I need the gold for anything specific. But yeah, she's like cool. I don't really have anything like that I hate about her. She's just not really fun for me, right? With my other characters, I look forward to playing them, and I want to, I'm looking forward to patches, and I look forward to the damage and the raid scenario. But with her, I'm just kind of like, it's not like I love her, not like I hate her. I'm just kind of like indifferent. And I want to have characters that I can look forward to playing and having a good time on. That's why I haven't really been feeling her. And a lot of people have been super surprised by that. They're like, oh my God, you don't like Predator? You don't like Predator? No. But yeah, this is the build. I'm pretty sure this is like the meta, like guide build that everyone uses. What is that? I didn't realize I had so many level 4s still. I guess it's because I used to use the other skill instead. Punishing draw. Furious Claw. I have the Purify on Punishing Draw. Typically, you run a quick recharge, but I usually run the Purify because you need it for Sonavel, or it's very helpful for Sonavel, very helpful for Rakan, and I often forget to take it off and put it back on, so I just leave it on Punishing Draw instead. And overall, as far as content though, she is very strong in all the content that we do, whether that be a Kaingel, Sonavel. She can pump. I think if Slayer looks like a fun class to you, it probably will be for you. It does very good damage, especially once you get more used to maintaining your meter and having the high uptime on your identity and not having as long fatigue timers. In some raid scenarios, it can be extremely frustrating because there's sometimes where you can't do anything but accept the long fatigue timer. In cases where there are longer cutscenes where you can't hit the boss, think like Brel when she does the thing where you have the golden spear and you have to run to the safe spot. You can't really attack the boss during that. For a Khan, there's longer cutscenes, like when you transition into the 90 bars and you have to run across that whole thing up the stairs and all that, but that you usually have time to come back. Or Kaingel, when you get turned to stone or you get paused and you have to spam the space bar. Or Gate 4, Gate 4 is hard, or Gate 3, sorry. The now Gate 3 for Kaingel is absolutely horrible for Predator. There are so many patterns where you can't attack the boss, and you're just faced with that long fatigue timer. So it can be pretty frustrating, but when your meter is up and when you are able to damage the boss, it is extremely satisfying to hit some pretty big numbers pretty consistently. It's a full swiftness class, and it hits so hard. It's very easy to back attack on it, and I think that's probably why I kind of haven't really been enjoying it. When I played a class like Scrapper, as an example, for being another back attacker, it was a struggle, and I felt like I had to push myself to try and improve, to do better, and to get the back attack damage and all that stuff off. But my Slayer, I felt like I was kind of good off rip. It didn't feel too difficult. You just have to pretty much apply your synergy and use your big skills, and it's pretty easy to do well on her. And maybe that's just why it's not as enticing to me, because it's, you know, pretty simple. But anyways, I don't think there is anything else for me to talk about. I don't have any other special builds on my Slayer, no stagger builds or anything like that, so there's nothing more for me to show. But anyways, if you have any question about Slayer, even though I haven't been like enjoying it too much or plan on keeping it in the main 6, I've still played the class, so I can try to answer questions if anything. But yeah, feel free to leave them in the comments or catch me on stream. I'm live every Wednesday at least. You can catch me on Twitch. The link for the link will be in the description if you want to talk to me there. Anyways, it's been your boy Haiga. Hope you guys have a good day. Peace.